So we're down here with Matt's Rods and Restoration. So what project are you about to have going on down there?
Right now we've got a pretty exciting project. It's a Chevelle, a 71 Chevelle SS
Yeah.
454.
Nice.
And the clients, this is what we call a belly button car, because you can go to the car shows and find 70, 71, 72 SS 454s
Right.
all day long.
Yeah.
Really nice car.
Right.
But he wanted to find out what she was going to put out for power. It's had some stuff done to it, and so we took it down to absolute performance, and Carl running on the dyno. And even though the air filter said 365 horsepower,
Yeah.
we got 198 horsepower to the rear wheels.
Sounds about right.
And we did another run, got 198 horsepower to the rear wheels. And on our third run, it was a little bit warm, we lost power. I didn't even want to say that number.
Right.
So he said he wants the big bad boy, the LT5, the new Corvette crate motor, 755 horsepower.
Sure. Grocery getter.
Yeah.
So when you're done with this builds, I know anything that goes down to your shop. And for you guys that don't know about his shop, what are you, about 30,000 square feet?
35,000 square feet.
That's insane.
Yeah, we've got 55 cars in the building, and
Good Lord.
rotation.
Well, of course, 3 or 4 of those are mine, to be fair.
Yeah.
Matt's down there. If you guys have not been down there, the builds are not your typical, stupid Utah builds. These things are insane. So are you from Utah or what? Because these are more like, true muscle.
Well, the thing is I'm actually not from Utah. I've been here for 12 years, so I kind of am, but I'm from Nebraska. I'm a corn-fed boy, and out there I started off in a little shop back in the 80s, and you could only build to a certain level because of the size of the town. There wasn't that many things going on, so I always had dreams of growing to a much larger shop. So, like the Beverly Hillbillies, I went west.
Exactly. I did the same thing. I'm from Missouri,
Yeah.
So when I walked into your shop the first time, it's been, about a year or two?
It's been a couple of years.
Actually, I think
3
me and
years or
Dad
more.
was looking to buy a car from you years ago.
Yeah, no, it's been quite a while since.
Yeah.
Probably over 3 years ago.
Yeah, and I remember walking in there, and still to this day, I cannot believe your shop. It just is mind-blowing. Now, I know it's kind of, from y'all that's not from Utah, it's kind of like a destination now. And I know you kind of had to close it down from the public because there was so many people on the destination going through Salt Lake City that wanted to see your shop. So when do you have it now for like these tours and people can view it?
So we're open as far as the guys at the shop work 5 days a week.
Right.
We go from 7 to 3:30, except on Friday we go till 3 o'clock, from 7 to 3 o'clock. But we close the doors on Mondays and Fridays so the guys can really get some work done. But we're open for tours. People can come in the shop Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Most of the time from about 10 o'clock till 3 o'clock, and just take a tour.
Now you got that insane build. I know Liquid S is going to give you some equipment because we want to see this build. But what down there do you have at the shop that is just mind-blowing, that is not your typical Utah ride?
Well, we've got quite a few things. We've got, for those familiar, the older people are familiar with Sandra D and Bobby Darin. We've got the 1964 Lincoln Continental that Bobby Darin presented to Sandra D, who has a brand new car in 1964. That one's going to be really cool. It's going to have airbags and stuff. We're working on that. We've got the Hellcat, of course, which is the shop mascot, 1,000 horsepower street truck that we're working on. We've got a lot of cool restorations that people might be into that. We've got a snow coach.
What's a snow coach? Oh, yeah, that thing's cool.
Snow coach, they had a 6-cylinder, straight 6, couple, 90 horsepower, whatever.
What year is that thing?
1962.
That is insane.
We're putting a fuel-injected 350 Chevy in it so they can shoot some snow. So that one's a lot of fun. Got some Mercedes. People like the Mercedes, the Jags. We got some of those. We've got a lot of trucks. We've got a really cool dually, 1950 Chevy dually truck, 2-ton, that's on airbags and 600 horsepower engine in it, and there's a lot of cool stuff down there with people. I tell people, if you can't find something cool in that shop that you like, you just don't like
You're
cars.
just not cool. Now, while we've been talking, people have been looking over your shop and some of these cars. But one thing a lot of people are shocked, and I know I was as well when I went to your shop, was the motorcycles. And can you tell me a little bit about that? Because you are an award-winning motorcycle builder.
Well, I've been in motorcycles my whole life. I actually used to have a pro license back in the day and race motocross pro. And in fact, Rocky Mountain Raceway, and I had won the over 40 pro championship when I was 49 years old.
Jeez.
I since retired, but I've also always had a affinity to custom bikes. We've done the 2007 Lofton River Run Biker Build-Off. We have that bike there in the showroom there. I've got a couple others that I've had on the cover of Ironworks magazine and some featured bikes.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You won at Laughlin?
Laughlin, Nevada, 2007
Okay.
Biker Build-Off. It was a lot of fun. We got invited to go there. There was 8 builders that were all lined up in front of the Pioneer Casino.
Beautiful.
And people would come along and they would put their favorite ballot. There was, each bike had a box in front of it, and they would put a ballot or a vote on the one they liked. And our bike was unusual enough, and it had a cool story that we dropped the bike off. My wife and I dropped it off, and we went and looked at the casinos for about 3 or 4 hours, and then we came back, and the promoter said, "Hey, do you want me to give you the trophy and the check now? Because you're winning 5-1."
Right.
And a lot of the story, the reason why is because my dad passed away when I was younger. I was 21 years old, and I built the bike as a tribute to him. He used to race up Pikes Peak. They had a car that he had built, and he didn't actually race. It was for a little guy that they put in the cockpit, but he built this car with some guys, and they'd race it up Pikes Peak in 68, 69, 70, and I had met Andy Granatelli, the Unser brothers, when I was 5 years old, and that was one of the big impacts on me into this industry.
Sure.
And the car was black with silver number 99s and some accents with a little red pinstriping. So I thought that I would do this bike as a tribute to my dad.
Right.
So I built the bike. His name was Allison. Told the story about how he taught me how to build and fabricate and do things with caveman tools. Whatever you had, you could make it happen. If you had the energy or the ambition.
The Midwest tool chest.
Exactly.
Whatever you find is what you use.
Exactly.
Now, one of the things that I know a lot of people are going to want, because this channel is watched all around the world, we want to know, are you going to come in here once a week and update us on these just badass builds down there at the shop?
I'd love to come up here. I like the invite. Sounds like a good invitation to me.
Yeah, we're excited. I know there's a lot of you guys overseas that are wondering about these American hot rods. This man right here is the kind of guy that builds those things, and they are pure monsters. And that's why I come from an era of, the cars were raked. You did not have to ask the guy if he had a hot rod, because I could smell it on your clothes. Now it seems like all these racers and pop, 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 pop. That's not racing, man. That is going to the store and ordering your crap. This here, and that's why I was so excited when I saw you. You still deal with carburetors. Everything's not fuel injected in LSs. Now, we still have the LSs coming in, but I know right now I have a car down there that you're putting, 3 carburetors on that thing?
3 deuces. We're putting a 6-pack, per se, on that car. So
that's what's cool. Now, am I going to be able to beat the LS? No. But am I going to be cooler? I think so. I think so.
And the thing is we also beat to a different drum. We like to supercharge things that aren't supercharged.
Right.
I had a gentleman who came in, brought in a Studebaker, and he initially wanted to put a small block Chevy in it. So his Studebaker would have a small block Chevy like everybody else does a small block Chevy. Nothing against a small block Chevy.
Right.
We wanted to do something different. So what we did is I built an adapter to put a 700 R4 or an overdrive transmission to his Studebaker engine. We built up the Studebaker engine, and now it's supercharged, fuel injected, Studebaker powered, in a Studebaker car.
Right. Well, Matt, I am so excited. I've been trying to get you up in this studio for 2-3 months. I know you were slammed. I know you've been in LA. I know his friends are amazing. One of his closest friends is Gene Winfield. And when I mean close friends, this dude just walks into his shop, and for all you guys out there, Gene Winfield, I think he's made more TV cards than anyone in the history, correct? In TV and movie?
I believe in his book, it's got over 100 different TV, movie, commercial cars that he's done. He also did cars he would build a car, and then the model companies would build a small little model of it. So Gene is a legend. They call him the king of customs.
Oh, God, yeah.
The true king of customs.
Yeah. I got to meet him, and for all y'all that's not had the opportunity to meet Gene Winfield, we got to meet him, and I'm kind of a big deal, at least in my mind. Not in Gene's mind. He had 3 bites left of his sandwich. I wanted to talk to him. He's like, there's still 3 bites of my sandwich. Let me eat it. And that boy enjoyed that last 3 bites of his sandwich. And you know what? I waited for him.
Well, you know Gene too. He's full energy. 91 years old, 92 now. We went to his birthday bash, which was a lot of fun. But we worked a whole day.
Yeah.
And we got to drop him off where he's staying. He want to sit in the car and visit for another hour.
Well, down there at your shop, the way I got to meet him was he was teaching how to do metal work.
Yeah.
And that dude does not stop. No, I like the one though. This is for old school. He was, I think, melting lead or something like
Yep,
that.
he's teaching old school leading.
Yeah, and everyone's like, well, you need to have a mask, Gene. He's like, no, just make sure the wind's blowing that way.
Yeah.
You know, that's old school right there. You're good.
And you got to believe me, he's 92 years old.
Yeah, exactly. He's still living.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
I like it. He's like, oh, I need some SOS pads to fix this door. And I'll tell you what, guys, him fixing that door looks better. And I've seen some high-end build. And that man right there, 92 years old, going nonstop. It's amazing what he can do with an SOS pad and a torch.
Oh, the thing is, we have a lot of fun with Gene because his favorite saying, every day is a school day.
Yeah.
And he can teach everybody something new every day.
Yeah.
And he learns something new every day.
Sure.
And so, no, we've had a lot of fun with Gene.
Well, I have mad respect for you. I'm hoping we can do this once a month. We are going to bring down the camera so you guys can see some insight on this build. How many horse are you going to end up with this Chevelle when you're done?
Well, 755 to the crank, so we're going to run it down to the dyno shop. We're going to find out.
Can we do that on camera?
We're going to definitely do that. When we get this car done, we're going down there and we're going to find out if it builds up to the hype that they built. You know, they sold us a $20,000, 755 horsepower engine. Let's see how much we lose from the front to the back.
Sure. For all you guys out there, Match Rods and Restoration, they are on Facebook. You're located in Salt Lake. What's the address?
3624 South Main Street.
Okay, so for all of you guys, follow these guys, follow this channel, and you're going to see some crazy builds. And through this, I showed you pictures of his shop. It's not a warehouse, it's a shop. 35,000 square feet, He was saying, and it is jam-packed with cool rides. I love it.
Thanks a lot for having me here.
Hey, thank you. We'll see you, brother.
Take care.
See you guys.